Good evening and welcome to the Papare as we bring you live pictures here from Panagoda as an all-force battle take on as Army Sports Club hosts Navy Sports Club here at the Army grounds in Panagoda. That's your match confirmation. Sri Lanka Army take on Navy Sports Club as Sudhar Dikumbara's men will take on Denuan Vikramarachi's Navy outfit, who has taken a trip down to Panagoda to play out a very, very important clash in this Maliban Inter-Club Rugby League. And to take you through the game, I have Nathan Coggins with me. A very good evening to you, Nathan.
Very good evening, Reshwan, and very good evening to all our viewers. A crucial game in this Maliban Inter-Club Rugby League. Both teams have impressed so far, but perhaps haven't got the results that they wanted. Army have the solitary win under their belt over Sri Lions. Navy yet to notch up a win, despite that impressive performance in week 1 where they snatched a last gasp draw against the Heavies. Both teams going through their warm-ups. Navy and their foreign recruit came in last week, Lepani. They were now, hopefully they can get him into the game more this week. Reshwan, last week Navy and their backline really failed to impress as they went down to the Cops.
Indeed, a lackluster performance at Police Park for the Sailors. They'll hope that their fortunes may change here in Panagoda as we take a look at the weather conditions for today. Much cooler conditions, plenty of wind as well, we could say. A steady breeze blowing across the ground here in Panagoda. Temperature at 28 degrees and mostly it's been a cloudy day out here, but the sun trying to creep out through the clouds. And hopefully for the weather gods that the rains will stay away as we will get a full game of rugby here in Panagoda.
This was looking rather ominous, but looks a lot brighter now, doesn't it? Reshwan got the shades on as well in the crowd.
Indeed, good to see some sun coming out. As we take a look at last week's results, it was CRNFC who ran riot against Havelock Sports Club under the lights at London Place as they beat the Park Club 33 points to 14, and then here at Panagoda it was all CHNFC, but Army really gave a good run for their money till that 65th minute or so, but after that it was all CHNFC who went away with a bonus point win here from Panagoda. And then Kandy Sports Club taking the trip down to Ratmalana. They made easy work of the Armin to register yet another win for them in the campaign. But a second half performance where Kandy Sports Club will want to forget. But nevertheless, they did notch up a big win. This was the final game of that week where Police Park really produced a low-scoring thriller, we could say, as the Cops beat the Sailors 14 points to 10.
Yes, as we have a look at the stats breakdown and you look at the bottom column, the recent form, just the one win for the Soldiers and winless so far the Sailors, and both teams relying heavily on their forwards. You can see Army forcing 129 tackles out of CHNFC last week. Navy forcing 117 tackles out of the Cops. That's going to be crucial. The forwards play is really going to come to the picture here. Set for a long 80 minutes for the forward packs of both teams. Penalties conceded as well. Army with a decent penalty count, as Navy just the 10 penalties and 8 penalties respectively, which is quite impressive by the league standards. So set for a very disciplined forwards heavy battle here at Panagoda.
Indeed, will be a battle between the forwards, as Nathan mentioned, as we take a look at the points table after yesterday's mammoth win for Havelock Sports Club. They just creep up to 27 points. They are equal with CHNFC as
they've just leapfrogged CHNFC after yesterday's thrash in Reshwan, and just 28 points to Kandy, so only 1 point between second place and fourth place. Reshwan, CR and FC still sitting pretty on the top with 31 points, but they played a game more than the rest of their competition, which just makes tomorrow's clash up at Nithwela all the more important as we go towards the bottom of the day. Yafos, you can't count them out, Reshwan. They've been a consistent side the past 2 or 3 seasons. Police Sports Club with 11 points, and the two teams 7th and 8th. Sri Lanka Army on 8 points, and the Navy Sports Club with just a 5 point. City Lions have been lackluster this season, yet to notch up a single point.
Indeed, and this clash between Sri Lanka Army and Navy Sports Club will be one to watch out for. Navy Sports Club have an opportunity to climb up and put Sri Lanka Army down to that 8th position, but time will tell us if that will happen, as a very big clash coming up here in Panagoda, as both set of players getting ready for this all-important clash, as we will head into a quick commercial break and be back with the starting 15s and the live action on the other side.
වසඟකාරී වෙනුවෙන් අද්විතීය නිමාවෙන් විශ්වාසී ආරක්ෂාවෙන් අසමසම ස්මාර්ට් ඔප්ෂන් සමගින් 125cc බලයෙන් සියල්ලටම ඉහළින් TVS Raider 125, the full option bike.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Muscle Guard Herbal Cream. A herbal cream for rapid relief and complete healing from muscle and joint ailments. Experience rapid relief. A trusted product from Link Natural.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamari.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Keep pushing the limits. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
එතකොට මහත්තයාට උනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Muscle Guard Herbal Cream. A herbal cream for rapid relief and complete healing from muscle and joint ailments. Experience rapid relief. A trusted product from Link Natural.
එතකොට මහත්තයාට උනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Keep sweating. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamari.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න. perfectly. Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් quotation එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get, spray, go.
Perfectly. Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් quotation එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Welcome back to Panagoda. We're just a few minutes or so away from kickoff in this clash between Sri Lanka Army and Navy Sports Club. Plenty of bragging rights, plenty up for grabs here in Panagoda today as we take a look at this week's fixtures and results. Yesterday, an absolute hammering for CHNFC as their unbeaten record came to an end against Havelock Sports Club, 39 points to 5. And then today on Super Saturday, 2 live games on Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel at Longdon Place. Sri Lions taking on Yafo Sports Club, and live on your screens right now, Sri Lanka Army taking on Navy Sports Club, and the big one tomorrow at Nithawala Kandy Sports Club taking on CRNFC in a tight potential title decider, Ashwan.
Indeed, a massive game tomorrow up in the hills as we take a look at the Navy Sports Club starting 15. Kavishka Vijayaratna, Pradeep Ranavir and Rishminda Dilshan will start in that front row. Saibu Sabri and Pramudita Appa will start in that second row. Pramudita Appa will play a big role, and Apurva Vijay Singh together with Isura Pereira and Denuan Vikramarach will form the forwards for Navy Sports Club. Kujana Kulatung, who's been brilliant in that halfback position, will continue for Navy Sports Club as Isuru Kogawat and Chanaga Jayalat and Lepani, who is the foreign player for Navy Sports Club, will pair up with the Chanaga Jayalat in that centre combination, and then Chiranta Kaluarachi, Tilna Veerasinghe and Kalpa Lakmina will form the 15 for Navy Sports Club. In the replacements for the Sailors, Sanjeeva, Akram, Dilshan, Rajanayaka, Piris, Sansoni, Navaratna and Nimsika will be the finishers for Navy Sports Club.
Yes, a huge boost for Navy Sports Club having Pramudita Appa back, especially in a forwards heavy game like this. As we take a look at the Army lineup, unchanged from last week, Ijaz Ahmed, Nalin Kumar and Buddhi Srimant making up the front row. Nalaka Maduranga and Chintaka Sandruan in the second row, and in the loose, Tarun Varnasuryo, Vinod Kumar, very impressive Vinod Kumar, and Udara Randeni. And in the halves combination, Manjula Veerasinghe and Gaurava Pannila, Sudaraka Dikkubra, the skipper, and Dinesh Victor in midfield, and a back three of Sampath Vijayaratna, Lahir Ratnayaka and Tarinda Chandrasena, with Pereira, Varnasurya, Premasiri, Vijay Singh, Jayatunga, Silva, Vijay Tilaka and Sachin Gamage set to come off the bench.
Indeed, a massive game here. The Army Sports Club starting 15 and have already taken on the field. Captain Sudaraka Dikkumbra will hope that his charges will be on the mark as they take on Navy Sports Club, who have looked quite good. And if you remember the first match of this season, they did tie that game against Havelock Sports Club at Havelock Park, and we all thought that Navy are here to play, but they have had a very up and down season since then, as they have failed to really sum up some wins. But they have a big opportunity here against, we could say, out of form Army Sports Club outfit, as this Army team as well, Nathan, we have quite often seen they have shown some moment of brilliance, but just not able to play that full 80 and finish off well.
Yes, I feel that's been the story of the season for both these sides, isn't it, Reshwan? They have the potential. They've shown us some good rugby in patches, but they haven't been able to carry that for an entire 80 minutes and perhaps produce the results that they wanted to. And a huge part of that has to do with the benches. And I feel today Navy has a slightly stronger bench, which will probably work in their favour. The men under pressure today, Kalum Sandruwan, assisted by Aruna Shanta and Rasika Veerasekara. And next to us in the TMO hot seat is Vimal Pereira. But like I was saying, Reshwan, bench strength will be something that's pivotal today as well. And that's something that cost Army last week, isn't it? They pushed CHNFC for 65 minutes, but CHNFC just had the resources off the bench to produce the result that they wanted and run away in those last 15 to 20 minutes.
Indeed, and it's a kick-off here as Tilna Veera Singh of Navy Sports Club will kick things off. And a good high-hanging start for Navy Sports Club.
Nalin Kumara with the collection there, and straight away Ratnayaka, absolutely no risk, looks to put that out into touch, but it's only gone as far as Isru Kongawata, who works it inside to the experienced Tilna Veera Singh, breaks the first line of defence. Good carry from the fullback, brings the gain line back to halfway. Here's Kulutunga, and now Navy looking to go with their forwards. That's first carry for Isru Pereira. Both the number 8s so far this season, Reshwan, for both these sides have been pretty impressive. Isru Pereira and Vinod Kumar. Slow ball here from the Sailors to start out with. First carry of the game on that occasion for Pradeep Ranavira. Kulatunga looks to use the blind side. Here's Lepani. Tries to bump off his defender, but loses the ball. The first penalty of the game conceded by Navy Sports Club. Lepani would have done better to try and find one of his teammates there, tried to break through the defence by himself, and it's a penalty on the halfway line for the Soldiers. A good start for them.
Indeed, Nathan, you did mention the two number 8s from either sides who will really make an impact. Vinod Kumar, we did see a very valiant effort last week around against CHNFC. Scored a hat-trick of tries as well, but was just not enough. It did not deserve to finish on the losing side. As we take a look at that penalty the Navy Sports Club conceded.
It was Vinod Kumar getting his hands over the ball, Reshwan. He's been really instrumental for the Soldiers outfit this season, as have most of their forwards. Ijaz Ahmed, Nalaka Maduranga, and jump in there in the line out was Chintaka Sandruwan, and the first maul of the game, and ever reliable Army roll-in maul, and they're setting it on their way. Nalin Kumar at the back of it. Navy putting up a stubborn defense for now, almost wheeling the maul. Ball is still available though for the Soldiers. Inside the 22 of Navy Sports Club. And this is exactly how Army have played this season, exactly how they want to play in these opening exchanges. Really tire out the Navy defense with those pick and goes. Making good meters there was Nalin Kumar. Ball still at hand for Navy Sports Club. Quickly popped up to Buddhi Srimanta. Was on the scorecard last week as well. Opened the scoring, in fact, in just the 4th minute last week. And a first carry for the impressive Ijaz Ahmed. It's exactly the start that Army Sports Club would have wanted, Reshwan.
Indeed, playing rugby in the opposition half. And showing some patience, these forwards. They've really been the key factor for Army Sports Club in this season. And hand out for Army Sports Club. And the Navy skipper, then one Vikramarachi, guilty. Coming in from our offside position. So a couple of penalties going against Navy Sports Club. And not the ideal start for the Sailors away from home.
Yes, Army have done that all season, isn't it, Reshwan? When you rely on your forwards so much, you're bound to win some penalties on the fringes and exploit the fringe defense of even the more stronger teams. We saw Army Sports Club force, I think, 20 penalties out of Havelocks in their clash. And that's something you can expect when you play this kind of rugby. And on that occasion, then one Vikramarachi, the guilty party. But what that means is it's another line out to the soldiers and ever closer to the try line, just 5 meters out. Crucial line out coming from Nalin Kumara. Collecting this time was Nalaka Maduranga. And setting them all nicely are the soldiers. Trying to wheel it desperately are the sailors, but Army have made good ground. And Army touchdown for the first commercial bank try. And it's that man Nalin Kumara who started it all off, touching down and giving the home side an early advantage.
Indeed, brilliantly done, Sri Lanka Army. Really pouncing on the mistakes done by Navy Sports Club. And that's what good teams do. And Nalin Kumara, brilliant. And set that rolling maul. And they go over for their first commercial bank try, Army Sports Club, as the home team draws first blood here against the Sailors.
Yes, indeed, Reshwan. Navy did well to defend that first Army rolling maul, but his forward sniffed blood on that occasion, just 5 meters out from the try line, and the conversion from Victor is inch perfect. So Army, their first attack of the game, walking back with all 7, just 5 minutes on our clock.
Army Sports Club wouldn't have asked for a better start here in home conditions. Early score and an all 7-point try for Army Sports Club, as Navy Sports Club once again will have to come from behind. Take a look at another angle from that try, and I'm sure forwards coach of Army Sports Club will be a very happy man. Veteran coach Sanat Martis will want his charges to continue the good work. It's still early stages in the game, as Navy Sports Club with a high-hanging restart kick.
Collected nicely by Chintaka Sandurwan. Trying to manufacture the exit. There's Vinod Kumar, or rather the try scorer Nalin Kumar. The ball has been ripped at that last breakdown. Navy have done well here to shoot up and win possession back, forcing the turnover. Here's Kalu Arachi now, using the width of the field. Here's the skipper Denuan Vikrama Arachi. That shot looked a bit high there, probably an advantage coming their way. Carrying on that occasion was Kavishka Vijayaratna. Pradeep Ranavir, and he's passed the ball straight into the hands of the Army flanker. Udara Randenia has a clear run at goal here, just doesn't have the legs on him to go all the way, but luckily for him, his teammates have shot up in support. Here's Army, can afford to go to their backs now. Reshwan floats it up over the top. Here's Gaurava Pandila for the line, and the second score for Army Sports Club. But looks like the AR has something to say about that, and the referees might want to have a second look at this one.
Number 14, they just got the highlighter. Maybe penalty only. No card.
No card. Right. Okay. Petticoat can not try to get the dama again. Mama try to go. Right. Try. Number 40.
Referee Callum Sutherland getting the advice from referee Aruna Shanta, and the try has been awarded. And the second commercial bank try here, courtesy Tarinder Chandrasena for Army Sports Club. And once again pouncing on that mistake and really making this Navy outfit count, and good team try for the soldiers.
Second view, it didn't look like there was any doubt about that one. All started by Udara Randenia. This time the conversion goes astray from Victor, but Sri Lanka Army have started off this game and started it off in some style. 12 points to nothing, just 8 minutes on our clock. Bear in mind, Reshwan, this is exactly how they started last week as well against CHNFC. I'll have to be mindful here. But lovely try that we haven't seen the backs come into play for the soldiers so far this season, but that time Tarinder Chandrasena, after some slick passes from Army, sending it through the hands and double the advantage in no time. Pradeep Ranavira will have his head in his hands. Reshwan gave away that ball rather cheaply at the breakdown as Veera Singh restarts in the hands of the try scorer. Here's Chandrasena stepping past Swan. But as the ball ripped from him by Chiranta Kaluarachi. And the Sailors with an opportunity to try and pull one back fast. Rishmina Dilshan with his first carry. Yes, Kongavatta to Veerasinghe, to Lepani. Finds his winger. Here's Kalpalakmina, puts on the step but just loses his foot in there. But he's bought his team inside the 22. And the entire line is offside here for the Soldiers. Free play for them. Appa carrying inside. Here's Ranavira. Lobs it up to Isuru Pereira. Caught by his opposite number though.
No hands.
Jackler didn't have rights to that ball.
All offside.
And referee has seen enough and will bring things back for that penalty. So an opportunity for the Sailors to try and pull a score back almost straight away.
Indeed, not the best of work from Sri Lanka Army on that occasion. All players being in an offside position as Veerasinghe opts to put this one into touch. Work will be cut out for the Navy forwards as Veerasinghe puts it out just from 5 meters out for the Sailors. Can they pull things back? Massive line out coming in for Navy Sports Club just behind their bench. Pradeep Ranavira will have a big responsibility to throw this to his skipper, who will go up. Denwan Wickramarachchi gives it out to Pereira.
Play on.
Sloppy work from Navy Sports Club, and Sri Lanka Army have managed to turn things around, but referee Callum Sutherland sees a fumble from Sri Lanka Army, and that will be a scrum in favour of Navy Sports Club inside the opposition 22.
Yes, but very interesting there from Navy Reshma with a 5 meter line out. They just went for the 3 men at line out time. Pretty interesting. Didn't work for them, but luckily Nalin Kumar with the fumble. And the first scrum of the game, and Navy is put in. They'll be hoping to capitalize on that missed opportunity.
Indeed, massive opportunity to try and go over, but they've been given a second one. Kujana Kulathinga with the feed in. Isuru Pereira breaks out and gives it to Lepani. Lepani runs to the defense. Hand out for the Sailors. Now once again, Veerasinghe gives it out to the number 14, who goes over. And Navy Sports Club managed to get a commercial bank try. Their first one, courtesy Chanaka Jayalat. And Navy Sports Club with a score here. And it's been a high scoring affair in this opening 12 minutes.
That's not what we expected when we walked into the ground today, but don't think there's any complaints, Reshwan. Slick first phase move right from the back of the scrum. Just send the ball through the hands. Simple rugby. And Navy Sports Club accounting for their first try, courtesy Chanaka Jayalat in that number 14 jumper. Just had to finish that move off. But some slick work from the Navy backs. Sees them pull a score back. And Tilna Veerasinghe looking to add the extras and make it a 5-point game.
Tilna Veerasinghe. Kick goes astray. Breeze, steady breeze blowing across the Panagoda grounds here, so will be a challenge for the kickers, and especially for the visiting kickers, as we take yet another look of Navy Sports Club's first commercial bank try of the game, courtesy Chanaka Jayalat. And we did have that talk, Nathan, prior to this game, that the forwards will really come into play, but we have seen both set of backs who have really turned up today in a very important game here at Panagoda, and not a good restart for Navy Sports Club. Take that collection well. Kujana Kulathinga.
Skalpalakmina. A really dashing run there. Breached the first line of defense, has put his team on the 40 meter mark, and Kongavatta has spotted some space in behind, but Ratnayaka sweeps it up and looks like he's going to return the favour. As Lai Ratnayaka kicks it infield, and Kongavatta collects and calls for mark.
Wait. Behind the ball.
Navy Sports Club, after conceding too early, will be desperate to get themselves back in this game. Like we said, Reshwan, plenty of bragging rights, plenty at stake here for both these teams. Two force rivals. Kongavatta has put it out into touch. And it will be put into the line out for Nalin Kumar once again.
Nalin Kumar goes all the way to the back and loses possession as Pereira just barges his way through. Kulathunga spreading that ball out wide to Veera Singh, who cuts back in. And the ball has been turned over. Brilliant from Army Sports Club. Now once again, Soldiers will look to go face by face.
Get back.
Vinod Kumar looking to go from the short side, Army Sports Club. Victor.
Get back.
Steady stuff from the Soldiers, slowly but surely, inch by inch, meter by meter, making their way up the park. Good support as well from the forwards, getting over their men, not allowing Navy to try and get the turnover. Some good carries coming in from the Army forwards. Here's Ahmed. Have sucked in the Navy defense. Reshwan can afford to go to their backline if they want to. Can see these 8 or 9 Navy defenders around that ball, and that's exactly what Veera Singh does. Here it is out to Sampath Vijayaratna, but he's held up nicely, but he's managed to get that offload into Gaurava Pannila. Appeals for the penalty, but his hands were on the ground, says referee Kalu. And breaking past the first tackle was Vinod Kumar there, but brought down in desperation. The Soldiers now inside the 22 meters. This is brilliant stuff from the forwards of Sri Lanka Army. Won the ball back inside their own half. They worked their way right into touching distance of the Sailors touchline. Here's Ahmed once again, straightening up nicely as well, trying to get themselves right underneath the posts. As Kumar with yet another carry, switches to the blind side now, does Veera Singh. Nalaka Maduranga takes 2 men down with him. Here comes Randenia, but runs straight into some traffic on that occasion. Does the Army flanker, and sending it through the hands to Dinesh Victor. Twist past one, but brought down in desperation there. All still at the hands of the Soldiers. Here they come, working their way just 10 meters out from the line now, but the Navy defense has done brilliantly, surviving all that pressure, and looks like it was Pradeep Ranavira that forced the error from the Soldiers.
Get back කියලා. right හැම එකම කියනවා. මම number 8 කියනවා, 6 කියනවා, 8 කියනවා, හැමෝටම කියනවා. right ඒක මට හැම වෙලෙම කියන්න ඔයාලා මැනේජ් කරගන්න ලාස්ට් පුට් එක බලලා හැදෙන්න. මම දෙනවා ඉන්ඩිකේෂන් එක ඒකත් ගන්න. ඒත් එක මට හැම වෙලෙම කියන්න බෑ. ඒක ටීම් එකට කියන්න හරියට ලාස්ට් පුට් එක යන්නේ.
So a bit of a talking to for Dinwan Wickramarachchi from referee Sandharwan, but you have to say Reshwan, after all that promise in attack, all that build up, a chance has gone begging for the Soldiers.
Indeed, had some momentum behind their back, but Navy Sports Club just keeping their cool in the back and managed to win that penalty as Tilnavira Singh puts this one out just outside the 22-meter line. Once again, we see that incident was good from the Sailors, who managed to turn over proceedings. As good line-out work this time from
yes, Kulatunga to Kongavat sending it through the hand. Once again, others Sailors have worked it out to the try scorer. Yes, Chanaka Jayalat finds Tilnavira Singh on the inside, puts his foot on the gas, and Tilnavira Singh gets commercial bank try number 2 for Navy Sports Club.
Right out.
Deja vu for Sri Lanka Army. They did go up last week around as well, 12 points to nil, and this time again they have managed to concede that 12-point cushion they had as Navy Sports Club, courtesy some brilliant work. It all started from that line out, Nathan, and then the back line coming into the party. Once again, Chanaka Jailat in the pick of things, and just giving that offload out to Tilnavira Singh, who adds the finishing touches. 2-point game and an opportunity for them to equalize things here, courtesy the try scorer.
Yes, what a thriller we're having here at Panagoda, isn't it, Reshwan? 4 commercial bank tries. We've only played the 20 minutes. Tilnavira Singh
20 seconds.
Lines up what should be a regulation conversion for him. But this time he skewed it wide once again. 12 points to 10 as referee Sandurwan calls for that 1 minute water break, Reshwan. But Pradeep Ranavira, Navy hooker, will be breathing a lot easier, isn't it, Reshwan? We gave away 1 try, but he's the one who went over and won that penalty. And Navy went and scored off that resulting line out. Navy probably looking to exploit the Army backline here. They've seen them go over for a couple of tries, both of first phase balls from the set piece. Once off the back of the scrum and once off that line out, Reshwan. So very clear game plan here from the Sailors. So we take a look at the tries from this game so far. Nalin Kumar going over for the Soldiers off that 5-meter line out. There's no stopping that Army rolling maul from that sort of range.
Time on.
Indeed.
And that was the second try. Nalin Kumar, Pradeep Ranavira rather losing the ball, and couple of phases later sending it beautifully through the hands, and that was Tarinda Chandrasena touching down for try number 2 for Sri Lanka Army. And then couple of first phase tries, first from Chanaka Jayalat. Good combination he has there with Tilnavira Singh, and then just a couple of moments ago, once again off the back of a line out, sending the ball nicely through the hands. Jayalat making that initial break, had the presence of mind to find Veera Singh on his inside, and it's 12 points to 10 here at the end of the first quarter.
Indeed, restart from Army Sports Club, not collected cleanly from Navy. But Navy have managed to keep hold of position.
No hands. Number 2.
Indeed, a massive first quarter, as Nathan mentioned. As Kogawata puts his one up. Good collection. There's now good defense from Navy Sports Club. They were up there in a jiffy. Now once again, the Army forwards asked him to come into action. Nalaka Maduranga gaining some meters, but Army Sports Club still pinned back in their own half. Vinod Kumar. Some good up defense coming in from the Sailors here.
Advantage.
Hand out for Army Sports Club. A high tackle infringement against the Navy Sports Club. And knowing that advantage coming, puts in that kick.
Right, okay. Line out.
As referee Callum Sandruan
Okay. Advantage.
comes back for that high shot incident.
Advantage is that line out එකකුත් තියෙනවා ඔයාලගේ බෝලේ. මෙයාලනේ බෝලේ.
Army Sports Club have some options. The penalty or the line out, but Sudaraka Dikkumara points at the penalty.
High tackle.
As the skipper thrust in his boot to gain more meters than they would have had from that line out. Kulatunga juggled it, putting it out of bounds, and Sudaraka Dikkumara has put them right on the edge of the 22 as we have a live update from Longdon Place. After 17 minutes, Sri Lions with a surprise lead against Sri Lanka Air Force, but it's still a close game, 8 points to 5 at the home of rugby, CRNFC grounds.
Indeed, a quietly unlikely lead for Sri Lions. And as things stand, that could be a big result if Sri Lions manage to pull things off. But plenty of time remaining in that game. But this time around, once again, winning that penalty in a very important position on Navy Sports Club. And this is what Sri Lanka Army will have to look into. Conceding penalties inside the opposition 22 won't help the cause if they have to try and win a game here at home.
It's coming ever so close, Sri Lanka Army. We've seen that on a couple of occasions, haven't we? Reshwan, Navy forwards, knew that they just had to dive on top of that ball. It was still a maul, and they could win the penalty by making the ball unplayable. And Pramudit Thapa on that occasion, we were speaking before kickoff about how crucial he'll be to the Sailors outfit. And diving over and winning the penalty for his side on that occasion. Here's Lepani, floats it up to Veera Singh, combining with Jailath once again. This time though, the Army defense is aware.
Get back.
Kulatunga sends his men back inside.
Advantage, offside, number 2 offside.
Nalin Kumar caught offside there. Free play, free roll of the dice here for the Sailors. Kulatunga kicks from base, putting Ratnayaka under mounts of pressure, but the chase isn't good from the Sailors. Knew that they had that penalty advantage coming their way. And an opportunity if Veera Singh can find good touch here to get themselves into the correct part of the field.
Dido once again now. Veera Singh with an opportunity to put this one into a good area, as his forwards will hope that he will find a good touch. Veera Singh is always trusted with the boots for the Sailors for plenty of seasons. Veera Singh doesn't find touch, but luckily Sudaraka Dikkumara just couldn't catch that ball because the sun was directly at his eyes, and a lucky escape, and Thilna Veera Singh will be breathing a big sigh of relief as he's managed to find touch.
Yes, indeed, Reshwan. The sun continues to shine through here in Panagoda. Hopefully it can stay that way for the 80 minutes, and not going in Sudaraka Dikkumara's favour as it's thrown long from the line out to Kujana Kulatunga, who steps past the first man. Brings play close to the 22. This is the halfback. Kongawat, the deputizing at scrum half. Sends it out to Isru Pereira, who's brought down nicely. Stopped dead in his tracks there. And yes, Kulatunga looking to go from the blind side. Yes, the skipper for Navy Sports Club loses it forward. And Dikkumara can try and carry his team out of trouble. Caught in a high shot as well. Referee will certainly want to come back to that. And has seen enough has referee Sandruwan, and brings things back for that high tackle on Sudaraka Dikkumara from Kalpa Lakmina. But unfortunate there for Navy Sports Club, isn't it, Reshwan? Their skipper just getting a bit too over eager, lost the ball forward. Could have just gone to ground and let his players rally around him. And Dikkubura has found a good touch, brought the gain line all the way back onto the 40-meter mark.
Time off. The last high tackle, right? දෙපැත්තෙන්ම සමානව high tackles යනවා. හැම වෙලේම high tackles යනවා. Right? මම ගොඩක් advantage ගන්නවා. ඒ හින්දා නෑ හරි. මේකනේ මං කියන එක high tackles යනවා. Teams දෙකටම කියන high tackles යන්න එපා කියලා. Right? මේ general warning එක teams දෙකටම.
Referee Callum Sutherland with a stern word to both captains from either sides. As, he has seen plenty of high tackles from both teams. There's good line-out work from Army Sports Club.
Chintaka Sadharwan collecting that time. And Navy Sports Club have defended that maul well once again. Reshwan, brilliant stuff from the sailors. And this time it's the skipper Denuan Wickramarachchi who comes away with the ball. Been really impressive so far. The Navy loose forwards, Vijay Singh, Wickramarachchi and Isuru Pereira getting right into the thick of things and have kept a dangerous Army maul at bay.
Indeed, Nathan, whenever you come and play here at Panagoda, it's always the forwards that can create havoc. But once again, Tilla Veerasinghe fails to find touch. And Sudarga Dikkubura gives it out to Victor, who's met to a big tackle from Lepani. As Navy Sports Club once again win a penalty.
Really rallying around here, the Navy players, Reshwan, and we're right next to their bench as well.
Indeed, Coach Boteju will be really happy with how his forwards have played out in this opening 28 minutes or so.
Crouch.
Almost a centre field scrum. As Navy Sports Club halfback Kujana Kulatunga feeds in the scrum. Quick workout for Navy. As in no time they get that ball out of the scrum. So now once again barges his way through is Kavishka Wijayaratne. As Kulatunga gives it out to skipper Denuan Wickramarachchi, who has once again dropped that ball forward. And skipper Denuan Wickramarachchi have been guilty in dropping that ball cold. As this time around will be a scrum in favour of Army Sports Club.
He's been guilty of that a couple of times so far today, Reshwan Wickramarachchi. But I think here to say he was a bit sold down the river by his halfback on that occasion. Kujana Kulatunga missed the breadbasket entirely with that pass. But nonetheless it's a scrum to Sri Lanka Army. And Manjula Veerasinghe on centre field. Vinod Kumar with the number 8 break. He did that really well last week and looking to work it through the blind side now. Here's Chandrasena, the try scorer. Brings the ball onto 40 meters. And running into traffic there was Tarun Varnasurya. And Ijaz Ahmed with another big carry for the soldiers. Looking to use the short side once again. And he's nipped off by Chiranta Kaluarachchi. Full touchdown for Navy Sports Club. Third commercial bank try. Chiranta Kaluarachchi, you beauty.
Indeed. Brilliant from Navy Sports Club. That interception might be the difference in this game. And that will bring plenty of confidence to this Navy outfit. And look at that. He read that play so well. And a deserving try for Kaluarachchi. As Navy Sports Club have the lead for the first time in the game.
Yes.
And gets their first converted commercial bank try as well. With Veera Singh getting his first points off the boot. And Sri Lanka Army, just like that, will have to come from behind.
Yes, Navy Sports Club have really worked their way back into this game, haven't they, Reshwan? Went 12 points down in the first 7 minutes, but it's been all in their favour from then on. They've pulled their socks up in attack and in defence as well. And this is the sort of performances we expected from Navy Sports Club this season. Really coming into their own here at Panagoda, but can they sustain this for the rest of the 50 minutes we have? Only time will tell us. That's another good carry from Chanaka Jayalat. Gives it to his foreign counterpart Lepani with another big carry. Kungahawatta with a bit of a juggle there. Allowed the Army defence to shoot up. Didn't have enough time on the ball to get in that exit kick. Ijaz Ahmed in desperation brings down the Navy forward. And then spotting the space in behind is Isru Kongahawatta. What a touch finder that is. Brings the gain line all the way back, passing that 40-meter mark. Ratnayaka couldn't get anywhere near that. Looks like one of the Army players has done himself some damage as well. So it's all going in, all swinging in Navy's favour here at Panagoda.
Indeed, it's just that the early exchanges where Army were quite clinical. But since conceding their first commercial bank try, they've been quite off colour. Srikogawat as well with a brilliant clearance kick. A pressure line out, Nathan, for Army Sports Club. Rather Sri Lanka Army.
Yes, the mall defense has been really good from Navy Sports Club so far, Reshwan. Just the one occasion where they got it wrong, it was when Nalin Kumar dotted down for the first commercial bank try in this game. But apart from that, they've really dominated the set pieces, scrums and the lineouts. And perplexed look in Army support there as Varna Surya gets back to his feet. Just 8 minutes or so left in this first half. They'd love to go in with another score. Will the Sailors?
Time on.
And looking to restart things with another Nalin Kumar line out. This time Madhuranga makes no mistake. Sending it through the hands are the soldiers. Yes, Vinod Kumar with the carry. Veera Singh to Ahmed, to Srimanta, Madhuranga sending it through the hands nicely are the soldiers. Winning an advantage as well. But have their man bundled into touch.
Captain. දෙපැත්තෙන්ම බෑඩ් වර්ස් කියන. රයිට්? කොටක් අපි කියන බෑ. නෑ දෙපැත්ත දැන් අන්තිමේ ලාස්ට් එකේ ඔයාලා කිව්වේ. හරිද? ලයිව් යනවා. ඒක නවත්ත ගන්න කියන්නේ ටීම් දෙකම කියන්නේ ටීම් ඔක්කොලම කතා කරනවා. කියන්නේ knock on.
Some naughty language from both the teams, and referee Callum, like a primary school teacher, very strict on that.
Time on.
But all stuff that happened in the heat of the moment, isn't it, Reshwan? So just the talking to will suffice. And that ball was lost forward by the soldiers on that occasion. It'll be a scrum to restart things.
Crouch. Bind. Sit. Hold.
Yes, Lepani breaking the first line of defense right from the back of the scrum once again. They've been exceptional in the first phase. Have the Sailors. Have space out wide. Need to send the ball out. Yes, still Veera Singh has Lakmin on his outside. Puts in the step. Does Kalpa Lakmin, but Dikkubura shoots up and makes the tackle. Advantage as well won by the Sailors. Looking to close out this first half on a high. And barging through there was Kavisha Vijayaratna. Kulatunga to Isuru Pereira. Sailors really have put their foot on the gas now, really stamped their authority on this fixture. And now slowing it down with their forwards. Here's Vijay Ratna once again, right under the post.
Get back. Last push.
Our Navy Sports Club waiting patiently was Apurva Vijay Singh. Just a matter of time for Navy Sports Club, but referee has seen enough and will bring things back for that early advantage for a hand on the ground. But this is brilliant stuff from the Sailors, isn't it, Reshwan?
Indeed, they have really bought their A game here. Not the easiest of places to come and play rugby, but the Sailors have really done well. As Veera Singh puts in a kick to touch, as the Sailors are now 5 meters out from the whitewash to try and get that bonus point try. Heading into the final 4 minutes of this first half. A massive line out in the contest of this game. Sri Lanka Army will have to be big in defence, as once again just a 3-man line out for Navy Sports Club. Once again losing position. And last time out as well, Nathan, from 5 meters out, they opted for that 3-man line out. And this time around as well, it's come back to bite them.
I just can't understand the thinking behind that, Reshwan. Why go for just the 3 men when you're 5 meters out from the opponent's try line? You've got to get all 8 of your men behind that ball. As they look for the exit and gets it spot on that occasion. Does Ratnayaka. Lakmina couldn't get under it. And that's another chance that's been squandered by Sri Lanka Navy, Reshwan. Just can't wrap my head around why they keep going with just the 3 men at the offensive lineouts. But they've tried it twice and it hasn't worked.
Indeed, Nathan, and after having so much of momentum behind their back as well, these will be areas where they'll hope that they'll fix and come back in that second half. But once again, skipper Denuan Vikramarachi fails to gather that ball. Once again, they opt for that 3-man line out. But this time around, skipper Denuan Vikramarachi makes no mistake, gives it out to Kujana Kulatunga, who gives it out to Isuru Kogawat.
Tarun Varnasurya. Apurva Vijay Singh rather with the carry, and now they've sent it through the hands once again. Here's Veera Singh running through some traffic. Kulatunga fishes it out. Kongawat. But that's some good rush defense from Sri Lanka Army. Sending the Sailors back pedaling. Here's Isuru Pereira though, gaining back some lost meters for Navy Sports Club. Kongawat. And the ball is loose once again, but Vikramarachi is there to collect. And under advantage as well now are the Sailors. Soldiers are doing well on the other hand, Reshwan, to really push back the attacks and keep Navy Sports Club at bay for the moment. Good rush defense from them in these last couple of phases. And here's Kongawat to his hooker once again, and Navy Sports Club have been pushed back right inside their own half. Some faulty handling here from the Sailors, Reshwan. Not doing themselves any good at the moment.
Indeed. Sailors looking to get out of jail, playing rugby inside their own half. There's the Sri Lanka Army. Kujana Kulatunga gives it out to Kogawata, who puts in a kick into space, but waits for that rugby ball to bounce, and making a mess of it was the Army 15. Lairu Ratnayaka has absolutely made a mess of that, and it's always dangerous to wait for that rugby ball to bounce, as referee Callum Sandurwan calls for last play in this first half. As we take a look at that kick from Kogawat, just bounces in front of Ratnaik and he waits for the bounce, he waits for the second, and then that third just shifting direction as Ratnaik makes an absolute mess of it.
Yes, Ratnaik might have put his side in trouble here. Navy Sports Club, last play of this first half, have a free roll at the dice. A really teasing kick from Kongahawat, and if the chase was a bit better, Reshwan, he might have been able to get on the end of his own kick there. But just hanging back the Sailors, but nonetheless a net gain for them, a scrum in their favour. And straight away a change coming in from Army Sports Club. Looks like a bit of an injury, and looks like it will be Chamira Pereira in that number 16 jumper coming onto the park. Not quite sure who the injured man is. Looks like it is Ijaz Ahmed, the prop forward.
Right, time on. Time on.
And not good signs
Crouch.
if you're an Army Sports Club fan.
Bye. Sit.
There's Kulatunga with the feed. Last play of this first half. And he's got it wrong, and Army winning the penalty. Taken quickly, but not from the correct mark by Vinod Kumar. But you have to say that's another chance that's gone begging for the Navy, Reshwan. And some silly mistakes from them, you have to say.
Indeed, and they'll hope that those mistakes won't come back to bite them. Sri Lanka Army are the ones who are chasing this game. They would have been chasing quite a score if Navy Sports Club got their act together. Now Sri Lanka Army at the brink of half time. Can they try and get yet another score and probably go into lemons with the lead? If they get a converted commercial bank try, they'll go up to 19 points. But they have plenty to work with. They're opting to go with the forwards.
Yes, this is exactly how the soldiers want to play. Trying to suck in that Sailors defense, trying to milk the penalty. Nalin Kumar
Get back.
looks to go on the short side once again. Read though by the Navy defense. Still with ball at hand, but getting over that ball at the breakdown were the Sailors and winning the penalty as well. This is brilliant stuff from the Sailors, and taking the tap quickly there was Lepani. Puts in the cross kick. Lakmina needs to get on the end of it, but ball just goes out into touch before Lakmina can wrap his hand around that. And with that, we'll head into half-time here. Anyone's game at Panagoda, Reshwan. 17 points to 12 after the first 40 minutes.
Indeed, brilliant first half from either side. It's a matter of two tails in this first 40 minutes. It was Sri Lanka Army who got off to an impressive start, just like last week around against CHNFC. They went up 12 points to 0, and then out of nowhere it was the Navy Sports Club who came back with two quick commercial bank tries, and then around the 30th minute or so they did get their third commercial bank try and went into the lead for the first time in the game. As Sri Lanka Army will have to do the hard work in the second half to come from behind here at home, as coach Sanath Martis will really have a stern word with his chargers, as Sri Lanka Army will have to do the hard work. As you take a look at the halftime score confirmation, Sri Lanka Army 12, Navy Sports Club, the visitors 17, who go into the break with the lead. A massive second half coming up on the other side. Stay tuned with Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare.
Love Rugby.
Live Rugby.
ප්‍රීමා කොතුමි ෆන් තමයි.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
සිත් සත්සරය කළඹා සතුටක් ඉපදිලා මල් මන්දහසේ ජීවිතයට ලං කළා. ඒ සතුටේ පැහැයන් සොයා අතුරා සිටින සරසා පිළිවන්සල එලි කළා.
ලංකෙන් රුපියලක් සතුටෙන් උපන් බෑයක අසිරිය.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
අසම සම ස්මාර්ට් ඔප්ෂන් සමගින් 125cc බලයෙන් සියල්ලටම ඉහළින් TVS Raider 125 the full option bike. Keep pushing the limits. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex, get, spray, go.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
අසම සම ස්මාර්ට් ඔප්ෂන් සමගින් 125cc බලයෙන් සියල්ලටම ඉහළින් TVS Raider 125 the full option bike.
Love Rugby.
Live Rugby.
ප්‍රීමා කොතුමි ෆන් තමයි.
අසම සම ස්මාර්ට් ඔප්ෂන් සමගින් 125cc බලයෙන් සියල්ලටම ඉහළින් TVS Raider 125 the full option bike. Keep sweating. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex, get, spray, go.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
එතකොට මහත්තයාට උනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex, get, spray, go.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Welcome back to the Army grounds here in Panagoda. It's been a lively first 40 minutes here between the Army, Sri Lanka Army and Navy Sports Club. It's the Sailors who went into the break with the lead, as the home side, the Sri Lanka Army, will have to come from behind. The Sri Lanka Army who got off to a flyer but just couldn't continue the good work into that latter stage of that first half. And just like last week, they did go up 12 points to nil in the opening exchanges, but it was the visiting team once again who came from behind to take the lead in this first half. Tough conversion was converted from Army Sports Club, but then this was a mistake from the Sailors, where Army did count on and went and scored that commercial bank try. And then since then, Army Sports Club have been quite off colour, as Navy Sports Club Chanaka Jailath went over for their first commercial bank try, and then from there out it was tough going for the soldiers here at Panagoda. And then this one was once again a good team try for Navy Sports Club, as senior statesman Tilnavira Singh notching up Navy Sports Club's second commercial bank try, and this was probably the try of the match, as Navy Sports Club number 13 Kalu Arachi gave them the lead with a brilliant interception, which have really put Sri Lanka Army in the back foot in this game against Navy Sports Club.
It's anyone's game here at Panagoda, but you have to say Navy Sports Club will be a bit disappointed, Reshwan. They had plenty of chances, especially towards the end of that first half, failed to capitalize on it, and it's still just a 5-point game. And like I said, anyone's match here for Army are able to pull their socks up. Probably got a stern talk into during the half-time breather. Plenty of mistakes from both teams, and a game well and truly up for grabs here, as the top brass watchers on of the Sri Lankan Army. Plenty of support for the home team here in Panagoda.
Indeed, skipper Sudaraka Dikumura's side will have to come from behind if they are to try and win a game here, as his charges come out for a very important second half. Both teams out already, as we are moments away from the commencement of this second half. Massive second 40 minutes coming up here. Nervous looking Army supporters watch on, as they'll really need their side to bring on their A game in the second 40 minutes.
Captain.
And referee Callum Sutherland gives the go, as Army Sports Club kick things off for the second half. And just not what Army Sports Club would have wanted at the start of the second half. And an early fumble gives Navy their first scrum in the game.
Nalaka Maduranga there making the error. Just outran the ball there, and unfortunate for Army Sports Club. The first set piece of this second half going the way of the soldiers, and interestingly there Manjula Veerasinghe slotting in at number 8. Army playing with some injuries as well as Kongawat with the high up and under and latched on to brilliantly there by the chaser Chanaka Jayalat, but he's wrestled off the ball by his defender. And here's Dikkubura. Evades the tackle. Sudaraka Dikkubura runs straight into some traffic, has cut the defense wide open. And the ball is ripped at the breakdown. It's end-to-end stuff here at Panagoda to start out this second 40 minutes. Veerasinghe brought to ground. Kongawat spots the space in behind, puts in a perfect kick right between Chandrasena and Ratnayaka. And Chandrasena made the mistake of letting the ball bounce. Settled in the hands of Ratnayaka, who finds his skipper. Sudaraka Dikkubura weighing up his options, goes inside. Army Sports Club work their way back up to halfway. But what a start we've had here, Reshwan. And this time diving over it for Navy Sports Club, Lepani Tivanavu, and wins the first penalty of the second half. So a net gain for the Sailors.
Indeed, they have really done that brilliantly well, the Sailors, even in that first 40 minutes. They have absolutely put plenty of pressure on this Army outfit, who have found themselves guilty in conceding those penalties. As Thilna Veerasinghe puts that one into touch just outside the 22. As the Navy forwards will call into play once again.
First put into the line out in the second half for Pradeep Ranavira. What can the Navy forwards make of this one? They've been persistent with that three-man line out. This time once again juggling it was Denuan Vikramarachi, but ball still at the hands of Isuru Pereira. And Navy can straighten with their forwards. First real attack of this second half coming the way of the Sailors. As Kulatunga goes to his back line. Here's Lepani. Floats it out to Thilna Veerasinghe. Finds the danger man. Chanaka Jayalathu cuts straight into some traffic. But gaining some good meters for his side. Here's Kulatunga to his foreign player once again. Breaks past the first line of defense. Does Tivanavu. And here's Kujana Kulatunga bumping off the would-be tackler. Kujana Kulatunga cutting inside. Finds that inside ball. Just needs to dot this down. Does Pradeep Ranavira. And he goes over for the Commercial Bank try. Brilliant stuff from Navy Sports Club Reshwan. Great continuity of play. And they've opened the score in this second half. And they have their bonus point Commercial Bank try as well.
Indeed. And what a way to get it. Pradeep Ranavira would have been the man who will get his name down. But Kujana Kulatunga started that play and went through that Army defense. As you take a look at that replay, he didn't have any options and he opted to go on his own and almost went all the way. But good supporting run from Pradeep Ranavira. And Navy Sports Club, early doors in this second half, have already got that all-important fourth Commercial Bank try. And Veerasinghe making no mistake with the boot, as they get all 7 points, as Navy now have a 12-point cushion over the Soldiers.
Sami Sports Club looking stunned on that instant, Reshwan.
Number 13.
And Navy putting their foot down in this second half. And it's really important who scores first after the break, isn't it, Reshwan? Especially in games as tight as this, to put some breathing room. And all of a sudden it's a 12-point game here. The Soldiers, or rather the Sailors, can breathe a little easier as it's a high-hanging kick collected by Lepani. He's been impressive as well today. Breaks past the first tackle once again. There's Tivanau and Kulatunga to Kongahawat. High up and under once again. Jayalat running onto it, but it's collected after a bit of a juggle by Chandrasena. Sent out swiftly to the left hand side. Puts in the chip kick and winning an advantage as well. A late charge, says referee Callum. And Sri Lanka Army winning a penalty. Late charge from Thilna Veerasinghe there, the guilty party. And Sri Lanka Army will have a chance to try and pull one back straight away.
Indeed, they'll have to, because this could get out of reach if Navy go over once again as Sudaraka Dikkumara puts his one into touch. Sri Lanka Army will have to try and find a way to score here, to put some pressure and keep Navy Sports Club at bay, rather in touching distance. But a good passage of play for Army Sports Club. Late charge was the call from referee Callum Sandruan.
Collected this time by Madhuranga, goes on the short side, does Nalin Kumar, and it's grounded, says referee Sandruan. And straight away Sri Lanka Army have hit back. Nalin Kumar, the Army hooker, touching down for his brace Reshwan, and that's a slick move from the line out. We're speaking about how impressive defensively Navy were at line out time, Reshwan. They kept that Army maul at bay. This time Army aware to it, they've adjusted, they've adapted over that half-time breather, and straight away the changes have worked for them. Nalin Kumar with his second try in the game.
Indeed, straight out from the training ground, that move as Army Sports Club. Make no mistake, Nalka Madhuranga brilliant from the top, and then quick work, and in no time Nalin Kumara went over for Army Sports Club. The soldiers are back in it. Conversion doesn't go through, but Sri Lanka Army now with one converted try away from Navy Sports Club, 24 points.
Yes, what a thriller we've had so far, Reshwan. 24 points to 17. Still plenty of time left in this game. Take a look at that replay. Madhuranga to Kumar. No one guarding that blind side for Navy. All of them probably expecting to defend that maul, but the maul never came from Sri Lanka Army. And here's Veerasinghe now with the restart. Just the one score in this game once again. It's a really high restart, collected well by Dikkumara, but the defense has shot up. It's the skipper Vikramarachi making that tackle. And they go to the trusty boot of Ratnayaka for that exit kick, who sends the gain line back out of danger for Sri Lanka Army. Sri Lanka Army will want to try and get back in this game. They've wrestled back a bit of the momentum with that last score, but they have a Navy line out to deal with. Once again, just the three men for them. This time Vikramarachi makes no mistake, and Kulutunga goes to Isru Pereira, who carries into traffic. Here's Kungahawat to the back line they go. Here's Lepani to Veerasinghe. Have that mismatch on the outside. Here's Chanaka Jayalat, but that's a brilliant tackle from Sudaraka Dikkumara to keep Navy Sports Club at bay for the moment. And Kaluarachi couldn't get out of that last ruck and gives away another penalty to Sri Lanka Army. But what a tackle that was from Sudaraka Dikkumara, the veteran, showing that he still got it. Reshwan thought that Chanaka Jayalat was through on goal for all money.
Indeed, try saving tackle from skipper Sudaraka Dikkumara. Once again a stoppage in play. Injury concern for Army Sports Club.
Time on.
Referee Callum Sandruan switching the time back on as Sri Lanka Army have an opportunity to put this one into touch and get out of jail. Skipper Sudaraka Dikkumara with his left foot, with the wind against him. Gets a decent touch finder, but Still plenty of work for Sri Lanka Army.
Take a look there. Chanaka Jayalat had a free run at goal, but Dikkubura said not on my watch. Makes that tackle, turns the ball over as well. Brilliant stuff from the veteran. And the Sri Lanka cap as well, Sudaraka Dikkubura. And now Army looking to work their line out of trouble. Here's Ratnayaka, swift hands. Here's Tarinda Chandrasena. Through on goal, but referee calls him back. Looks like Chandrasena had a foot on the touchline there. Unfortunate for Sri Lanka Army. Looked like we had another contender for try of the game almost, Rishwan. But unfortunately the Army backline just going out of bounds there.
He does some good work from the Army backs, but just flirting with that touchline.
This time goes short from the line out. Does Ranavira finds the first man, Kavisha Vijayaratne. The big carry floats it up. Does Kongavatta. Isuru Pereira is rushed onto by the Army defense. Here's Ayappa, steps past one, wins the advantage as well, and this is from right in front of the post. Reshwan. Looks like the hand was out for a knock on, and it will be a scrum to restart. Lepani Tivanavlu. It's been impressive in the 50 minutes we've seen so far today. Unfortunately on that occasion just losing the ball forward. Then another opportunity for Sri Lanka Army to get into the correct half of the field. Ayappa left the offload a bit too low there for Lepani's liking.
Set.
Yes, Veera Singh with the feed. Big scrum there from Army. Winning the advantage as well. An advantage for not binding, says referee Sandaravan. Ball is still live though for Tarinda Chandrasena. Veera Singh opts to kick from base. And referee will pull things back for that early advantage.
Number 7, not binding flanker.
And once again, Reshwan, it's the Navy skipper, Denuvan Wickramarachchi, guilty of yet another infringement. He's not had the best of games today.
Indeed, he has really had a good season before this game. He's been one of those players for Navy Sports Club who's led really well from the front. But possibly 53 minutes of play for him to forget.
Blue number 8 out. Blue number 8.
But still plenty of time to try and change his fortunes here at Panagoda for skipper Denuvan Wickramarachchi.
Looks like that will be the game for Isuru Pereira. He's going to be replaced by the number 19, Akila Dilshan, for Navy Sports Club. Here's Nalin Kumar. Has a couple of targets at line out time. Goes to the second option and collecting flawlessly was Nalaka Maduranga once again. To the backs they go. Do the soldiers. Here's Ratnayaka out to his winger. Nearly bundled into touch but did really well there to keep the ball in play. Prasanna Jayatunga, who's come off the bench as well. And Dinesh Victor cutting against the grain. Prince play inside the red zone of Navy Sports Club. And now looking to slow it down with their forwards. Tarun Varnasurya with the first carry. Looking to go through an already crowded blind side. Sri Lanka Army. Chandrasena manages to keep ball at hand. And here's Maduranga with a big handout. Sucking in the Navy defense. Sri Lanka Army. That's a big carry from Srimanta. This is excellent from Sri Lanka Army. They did this well in the first half too, Reshwan, but just lost the plot with the try line in sight. Need to be a bit more clinical now. Chasing the game. are the Soldiers, still 7 points behind. Working their way, winning an advantage as well. The crowd getting behind Sri Lanka Army as well. That was Kumar. And a free roll of the dice for Veera Singh. Finds Chandrasena, but he's shot up onto by Vikramarachi, but he waits that tackle eventually.
Number 10 offside.
And referee will blow for that advantage. Taken quickly by Veera Singh, and going through the blind side once again is Nalaka Maduranga. And should be Commercial Bank try number 4 for Sri Lanka Army.
Well, this game is absolutely interesting now. Sri Lanka Army with an opportunity to equalize the proceedings here. And the 4th Commercial Bank try courtesy Nalaka Maduranga has really changed the has really changed the way this game could go now. Could go either way. Is that penalty taken quickly, and Nalaka Maduranga adding the finishing touches quite well. As a Victor with yet another tough kick to convert. This time around as well fails to convert. The Sri Lanka Army still 2 points behind Navy Sports Club.
Yes, and a bit of mind games from Sri Lanka Army there, Reshwan, accounting for 2 tries. You'd expect a side that relies this much on their forwards with a penalty in that sort of range to go for the 5-meter line out, but Veera Singh took the quick tap there, caught the Navy defense off guard, and allowed Maduranga to touch down for the Commercial Bank try. So Army in this second half are winning the tactical battle for the moment, but still couple of points behind the 8 ball, and it's anyone's game here at Panagoda as we head into the final 24 minutes. Maduranga collecting nicely there as well and carries it into some traffic. Picked up swiftly by Vinod Kumar, sends it to Chandrasena. Yes, Veera Singh once again to Chamira Pereira, breaking past the first line of defense is Dinesh Victor, needs to find that inside ball. Here's Lairu Ratnayaka for the line, and Lairu Ratnayaka for the lead. Put Sri Lanka Army in front, and straight from kickoff, fluid rugby from the Soldiers, and they earn themselves the lead in this game.
Oh wow, I think if any of our viewers just went away for 2 minutes, it would have been Navy Sports Club in the lead, but just like that, Sri Lanka Army back in it and back with the lead as well.
As once again, Navy defense just not reading Sri Lanka Army's attacks, Reshwan, but to their credit, they've been really quick ball. As Ratnayaka converts his own try, makes no mistake from right in front. And it's 29 points to 24. But what a try that was, Reshwan. Straight from kickoff, Maduranga doing really well to collect. And broke past the first line of defense did Victor, and some swift hands. Got it back, found his fullback. And Lairu Ratnayaka had a free run at the try line. And he's not going to miss from there. An absolute beauty from Sri Lanka Army.
And going back to that first half, Nathan, Navy Sports Club had opportunities to go over on plenty of occasions. And as things stand, they'll really regret those plays. And it's surely come back to bite them here. Sri Lanka Army back in the lead, 29 points to 24 as we approach the hour mark here at Panagoda.
As Stefan Sansoni has come off the bench. He puts in the restart. Dikkumbura return in the favour. Puts a heavy boot on it. The Sudarka Dikkumbura sends the gain line all the way back to halfway. And Sri Lanka Army, you can see it in their body language as well. Reshwan playing with a real spring in their step now. And what a thriller we've had at Panagoda so far. And still 21 minutes left.
Indeed, plenty of time. This game could go either way here. And currently in the lead are the home side. who are searching for their first win in this campaign here at home.
Yes, Sansoni selling it short to Apurva Vijay Singh.
Tackle, release.
The big carry from him, takes couple of men to bring him down. Yes, Kulatunga trying to sell it short once again, but a big tackle from Vinod Kumar that time.
Advantage over.
Forces the knock on and puts in the kick to space. Chasing it is Sansoni, but Ratnayaka right up in his face. Navy under some real pressure here, as Lakmina, for lack of options, has no choice but to run into traffic.
Get back.
And this is good rush defense from the soldiers, but settle eventually do Navy Sports Club, and Sansoni puts in the kick, but bounce is not too kind, but collected eventually by Pannila, who puts in the kick. And an erratic passage of play comes to an end, Reshwan. A seesaw game here at Panagoda.
Okay, sir, okay.
Live update from London Place at the 45th minute. It's the Yamen who have taken the lead and probably sealed the game there as well, as Sri Lions will suffer yet another defeat as things stand. 22 points to 8 in favour of the Yamen. But here at Panagoda, plenty of time left. This could go either way here.
Kulatunga getting his forwards to rally round and now sending it out wide. Yes, Chanaka Jayalat, lovely inside ball to Denuan Vikramarachi, but read well by the army defense. Yes, Sansoni once again, but has dropped it cold. Kulatunga could say left it a bit too low there. Sansoni didn't read it. And it'll be a scrum in favour of the soldiers. They've kept Navy at bay for now. Forcing the error out of Stefan Sansoni.
Hurry up, set.
Cut the tension with a wire here at Panagoda. Just a 5-point game.
Ready?
With a scrum almost on centre field.
Bye. Set.
Veera Singh with the feed in. Picked up by Kumar, creating that overlap on the blind side.
Tackle.
Just overran it there, Chandrasena.
Get back.
Didn't give Gaurav any options. And here's Veera Singh once again running against the grain. Was Tarun Varnasurya there. And winning an advantage as well. Yes, Chamira Pereira staying on his feet, but takes 2 men to bring him down. Yes, Srimanta to Victor to Sudaraka Dikkupura, bumps past a couple of tackles, picks it up and goes again. Picking it up swiftly was Veera Singh. Have that advantage on the blind side. Vinod Kumar really needed to send that ball out, Reshwan, but chose to go by himself. But nonetheless, here's Nalaka Maduranga for his brace. And Nalaka Maduranga to double the advantage for Sri Lanka Army.
Indeed, and out of nowhere, Sri Lanka Army have a 10-point lead here. And a massive score in the game. Sri Lanka Navy have a lot to do. The 6th commercial bank try for Sri Lanka Army, and the 2nd for former skipper Nalaka Maduranga. And quick ball, quick hands from the soldiers here have resulted in yet another score.
Veera Singh doing really well there. The scrum half thought Vinod Kumar could have given it out there, but didn't matter. Veera Singh shot up and lovely running line from Nalaka Maduranga, not read by Vijay Ratna. And it's a commercial bank try to Sri Lanka Army, And it's a conversion to Dinesh Victor. 36 points to 24 now. And Sri Lanka Army putting some breathing room between them and the Sailors. Like you said, Reshwan, Navy Sports Club and their think tank will be ruining those missed chances from the first half. Army, though, have been absolutely clinical in this second half. They've completely switched up their game plan. And it's worked for them in this second 40 minutes so far.
Indeed, Sri Lanka Army looking a side that has really come out in purpose, and that has resulted them in a 12-point lead.
And it's the first time this season we've seen them play some fluid rugby, isn't it, Reshwan? Great continuity of play. And you have to ask where this has been all season, because they've heavily relied on their forwards and the pick and goes. But the back line for the Soldiers today showing that they've got a bit of magic about them as well. Splitting open this Navy defense.
Indeed, that shows how much this Sri Lanka Army rugby team can offer. This time around, decent line-out work from Navy Sports Club. Not much time for them. Around 14 minutes left on our clock. And a 12-point deficit for Sri Lanka Army to catch up. They'll need to score twice and convert both those tries as well if they are to score. And Sri Lanka Army winning a penalty. Taken quickly once again.
Brilliant stuff from Sri Lanka Army, and Veerasinghe once again sent it to Chintaka Sandaruwan. And a couple of penalties come in their way once again. There's Chanaka Jayalat there, or Chintaka Sandaruwan rather, with the carry. And Navy over it illegally. And Dikkubura can find a good touch from here. Sudaraka Dikkubura, he's really put his hand up today, hasn't he, the skipper? Gives his side another line out from about 10 meters out. Nalin Kumara there. You can see
27 out.
Hand on the ground, guilty party on that occasion.
And off your screens, a big move in the game as the referee has handed over a yellow card.
Continue line out.
As the substitute number 27 for Navy Sports Club, Ratnayaka, will spend 10 minutes in the sin bin.
Number 15, blue, number 15 off.
And a massive setback for the Sailors here.
Time off. Time on.
It's gone from bad to worse for the Sailors, hasn't it, Reshwan?
Mark.
And you can't fault the referee either. He's been in the ears of both skippers all game today.
Maul.
About the chat. And this time Sri Lanka Army setting the roll in maul beautifully. This is textbook from the Soldiers. Winning the advantage as well. Collapsed illegally there by Navy Sports Club. Doesn't matter. Don't need the advantage when you can go over like that. And looks like it's a hat-trick for Nalin Kumar. Commercial bank try. Number 7 for Sri Lanka Army. Coming through Udara Randeniya. Navy gone down to 14 and have gone 3 scores behind. Udara Randeniya with the commercial bank try. But what a second half rally this has been.
Indeed, and the scoreline just looking so different now. And safe to say that the Sailors could be down and out from here on. They're playing with just the 14 men on the park against a very
number 9 off, number 9.
Strong looking Army outfit in the second half. We have a massive lead now. A 17-point lead. Heading into the final 10 minutes of this second half.
Number 6.
This was collapsed illegally there, the maul, but quick to that breakdown. As all good loose forward should be, Reshwan was Udar Randenia, and for the game he's played today, he deserves that commercial bank try as well. And Navy have well and truly lost the plot, isn't it, Reshwan, in this second half? Thought when they opened the score in that we'd have a reverse of this scorecard, but Army have pulled their socks up and pulled them up in some style. Sanat Martis working a bit of his magic here on the soldiers.
Indeed, he would have had a stern word with his charges in that half-time team talk, Nathan. And that has truly worked here. The scoreline does show that
going short once again, Ranavir to Vijay Ratna. Navy have to make something happen and make something happen in quick time. Yes, Kaluar Achido trying to do it by himself there. Pulatunga to the replacement. Navy playing with 14 men as well. Never easy when you're chasing such a big deficit.
Take a roll away. Advantage.
Winning the advantage though. Not rolling away was the defender. Yes, Saibo. Haven't seen much from him this game. Can he put his hand up for his side in the dying embers of this must-win clash? Here's Vijay Singh bursting through and losing it forward. But luckily for him, the Sailors were playing under an advantage. They have to be quick here, Reshwan. Playing against the clock as well. Just the 10 minutes left in this game. 17-point deficit. 3 scores behind. And Sansoni opts for the touch finder and puts his side 10 meters out.
Indeed, looks like quite a mountain to climb for the Sailors here. Army Sports Club from behind have done really well here. Sailors will have to pull a miracle if they are to come from behind, try and win this game with just the 14 men on the park for the next 7 minutes or so. Tough place to be if you're a Navy Sports Club supporter.
Camping on the 5-meter line, and here's Denuan Vikramarachi, skipper leading from the front there, picking up and going over there is Lepani Tivanau. Scores his first commercial bank try in the Maliban Inter-Club Rugby League and his first commercial bank try in Navy Sports Club colours. And what a time to do it, Reshwan.
Indeed, brilliant. Whenever he's needed, he stepped up. He's had a decent game out there. But with this score, can Navy Sports Club pull off something remarkable here? They'll need Sansoni to convert this. To make it a 10-point game here, and indeed he does. It's 41 points to 31 in favour of Sri Lanka Army, as Navy Sports Club have 10 points to play with. They need to score twice, and if they are to score twice and if they convert, this game still could go either way, Nathan. Not much time remaining on the clock for the Sailors though.
This Navy playing against the clock, but just 10 points in it, Reshwan. Even a converted try and a penalty is enough for a draw. And the try scorer Lepani collecting that restart, breaking past the first line of defense as he's done all game.
Nathan, Navy Sports Club already have a draw to themselves. that as well in tough conditions away from home against Havelock Sports Club. And this will be morale boosting for the Sailors. 50-22, and Sansoni has produced a moment of magic with the boot. And with some momentum behind their back, can the Sailors go over once again? And inside from his own 22, he's managed to pull off a brilliant kick. Can be a game-defining moment here for the Sailors, courtesy Sansoni's boot. He'll want his forwards to back that kick. And once again, Nathan, the Sailors opting for that three-man line out.
All you can do, Reshwan, on that instant is just stand up and applaud Stefan Sansoni, you beauty. From inside his own red zone, not only has he taken his side out of trouble, he's put them right on the edge of the Army try line. And all of a sudden, Reshwan, Navy Sports Club with a rally in these last 10 minutes, trying to pull a rabbit out of the hat here. And you know they've got the skill, they've got the talent in their ranks to pull that off. But this line out will be crucial. Pradeep Ranavira. But once again, interestedly, still persisting with just the three men at the line out, Reshwan. And can't really grasp our heads around this one, can we?
Indeed, we are in for a very thrilling finish here at Panagoda. If Navy Sports Club can construct a try from this line out, I think that will be a big moment in the game. And mind you, Navy playing with just the 14 men on the park.
Nervous soldiers support Reshwan. But keeping ball at hand here will be absolutely crucial for the Sailors, isn't it? Can't afford to lose possession. They've coughed up a few chances, and once again that line out is overthrown, but Saibo quickly onto it.
Get back.
Manages to keep the ball at hand, but Navy have lost a bit of meters. Here's Denuan Vikramarachi for the line, and it's the skipper for the Sailors who goes over for the Commercial Bank try. But looks like the referee will want to have a second look at that, but tensions flaring here at Panagoda. Reshwan Vikramarachi with a moment of magic.
Indeed, brilliant from the skipper. And if he has touchdown, I think the skipper leading from the front. But we'll have a TMO check, and this will go up.
Last try එක on field decision එක try මට ground in එක okay. Please check කරන්න ඕනේ ground in එක.
Director, can you get me the view from camera 4 probably last? First let's see camera 4.
Oh, no. Oh, that's a ground in there.
Try line good in there. Try.
What shooting? Freeze. Can you freeze it, director? From top. Go to Gila, freeze karanda.
Ground in. First movement එක අත උඩ තියලා. Ground in. මේක තමයි best angle එක. angle එකක් ගන්න නැහැ.
Going slowly.
Ground එනවා. ඕගේ. ඔතනනේ and then ground.
Callum, are you satisfied? Callum, are you satisfied?
මොකද කියන්නේ?
Callum, are you satisfied with your decision?
Oh yes, on the field decision try.
Stick to it.
Wait. අපේ decision එක ground in okay. First එක යනවා අත ගියාට.
Callum, stick to your decision.
අත ගියාට held up වෙන්නේ
Stick to the decision.
Yes, right.
And it's a try time for Navy Sports Club. And a long discussion comes to an end as skipper Denuwan Wickramarachchi have really pulled things back for the Sailors here, as Sansoni has a massive 2-point kick to add for the Sailors Navy Sports Club. As we approach the final 5 minutes of this game, we're in for a thrilling finish here at Panagoda. And he's got it through. It's a 3-point game. And with Navy Sports Club, who have already salvaged a tight game in this season, are they facing that second tight game here away from home?
My oh my, Reshwan. Super Saturday indeed here at Panagoda. Made a mess of that first line out, but Denuwan Wickramarachchi take a bow, producing a moment of magic, stepping like a back and going over for the commercial bank try. But Navy need to play calmly here, Reshwan. They can't get a bit over eager, as teams tend to do when games are this tight, as Sansoni floats it up and juggling desperately. Was Chandrasena nearly picked off there, and Sri Lanka Army putting their foot on the gas. Here's Sudarka Dikkubura, taken down by Jailat. Hand out for an advantage for high tackle. Sri Lanka Army. Another score here will put the game to bed for them. But what a seesaw affair we're having here. Here's Maduranga to Kumar, and he's dropped the ball. Has Chintaka Sandaruwan, but picked up once again by Maduranga. Still playing advantage. Just need to slow it down here. Do the Soldiers have that 3-point cushion? Here they come once again. Just slowing it down with their forwards will do, Reshwan. Advantage over called by referee Sandaruwan. Kumar carries into the 22. Here's Nalin Kumar. Navy desperate in defense. Need to get up to the right part of the field. Just 3 minutes or so left on our clock. What a tight finish we have here. Choosing to persist with the blind side. Our Sri Lanka Army, Maduranga, gets some good meters. Trying to force the turnover here, but gaining some crucial meters. Sri Lanka Army winning a knock-on advantage as well, Reshwan. Trying to close this game out on a high. Sri Lanka Army now just 5 meters away from the try line. A score here will surely put the game to bed. 2.5 minutes left on the clock. Chamira with the carry. Home crowd getting behind their team. Picking up and going patiently. Our Navy Sports Club just a couple of phases away here. Here's Vinod Kumar. Can't twist past Vijay Ratna. This is great for Sri Lanka Army. Just running the clock down. Already have the lead. Trying to barge through. Here's Chamira Pereira. Met by Vijay Singh. Looking to go over, and has he gone over? Just one movement short. Just one movement short. Our Sri Lanka Army. It's all bunched up here on the try line. It's a thrilling finish here at Panagoda. Just 1.5 minutes left. Switching direction. Here's Sudaraka Dikkubura for the line.
Number 7 release.
Needs to release his man, the tackler. Sri Lanka Army. Have they gone over? And the ball has been held up, says referee Sandaruwan. So Navy Sports Club have survived an almighty scare here. 79 minutes. Just the 1 minute left on our clock, Reshwan. Navy need to produce something special.
Indeed.
Time off.
Referee Callum
Number 5
Sutherland
off.
stops the
Number
time.
5, Army, number 5.
And what a thrilling finish. Navy Sports Club were defending for their lives here. And they managed to keep that ball up inside the whitewash.
Time on.
Navy Sports Club will want to get this.
Behind the ball.
Goal line dropout. Well, Sansoni, who's been brilliant since coming on. And Nathan, we have that tough job of deciding a Swiss Tech Perfect Player of the Match. Opts to go for that drop goal attempt. Fails. Sansoni now. Kulatunga, who's had a brilliant game at that halfback position.
Ball release.
And Nathan, we have that tough job to say and appoint a Swiss Tech Perfect Player of the Match. And in games like this, it's always tough. Kulatunga takes it quickly. He's been in the pick of things for Navy Sports Club. But just as we praise him, it's the soldiers who have managed to turn over proceedings.
Not 10 okay. 10 okay.
Interesting, Reshwan. Thought that Army weren't 10 meters back when Kulatunga took that quick tap. But Dick Kubura will just run this one out. And it's Sri Lanka Army that win an absolute thriller here at Panagoda. And we have to come into our conversation for Swiss Tech Perfect Play of the Match. Plenty of names in the ring, in the hat, isn't it, Reshwan? The Army forwards have all their names in the hat. Some tensions flaring here after the full-time whistle. Probably debating over that not 10-meter call.
A massive game here. What a game. A high-scoring one here at Panagoda as the Sri Lanka Army escape the scare from the sailors here at Panagoda as they register their first win here at home of the campaign. And Nathan, I'm sure you can agree with me that Swiss Tech Perfect Player of the Match was Sri Lanka Army's former skipper Nalaka Maduranga, who was brilliant in that jumper role. But a special mention for their current skipper Sudarga Dikkumara, who led their team so well. He came from behind. They had a tough first half, but a brilliant end to this game.
That's our Swiss Tech Perfect Player of the Match, Nalaka Maduranga. But what a thriller we've had here at the Army grounds in Panagoda. 41 points to 38. Navy will be really ruined those missed chances from the first half. Could have been a lot different if they were able to capitalize.
Indeed, Nathan, we go back as a Navy think tank can go back and think that they missed some opportunities and they left some points in the park in that first 40 minutes. But a massive shift though from Nalaka Maduranga, Swiss Tech Perfect Player of the Match. Sri Lanka Army, number 4, the lock forward, really stepped up. And a fitting end to this game. A late burster from Navy Sports Club almost produced a miracle of a win here for the Sailors. But what a game, and one of the games of the season contenders. Surely Sri Lanka Army have beaten Navy Sports Club 41 points to 38 in a thrilling game here at Panagoda. And what a second half we had here. It was Sri Lanka Army who was trailing at the break. They had an early setback in that second half. And this bursting run from Kujana Kulatunga gave Navy Sports Club their first commercial bank try in the second half, which almost assured a win for the Sailors, but we spoke too soon as Sudhar Dikkumra and his side really came back and came from behind and did it the hard way here at home. They went with 2 back-to-back quick tries. Swiss Tech perfect player of the match on that occasion, Nalaka Maduranga, who got a brace in this game. But then this was Lairu who really put on the afterburners and gave Sri Lanka Army the lead for the first time in the game. And then from there on out, it was all Sri Lanka Army until that 72nd minute. But a brilliant game of rugby we have had here.
Yes, brilliant game of rugby here at Panagoda. Nalaka Maduranga, a Swiss Tech perfect player of the match in the thick of things. But like Reshwan said, honorable mentions out to Sudaraka Dikkubra, who had a brilliant, as well as the Army forwards, as they usually do. Characteristic performance. This was the try from Udar Randenia after that illegally collapsed maul. This is when the script completely flipped, isn't it, Reshwan? Navy almost pulling off the spectacular. This was that first try in their comeback, coming through their foreign player, Lepai Tivanau, just picking up and going seamlessly. And then heavy kick from Stefan Sansoni. Really impressed off the bench as well, isn't it, Reshwan? Put in that 50-22, and that's how Navy Sports Club touchdown for that other commercial bank try. Skipper Denuan Vikramarachi putting on a big step to fox the Army defense and keep his side in contention. And Sansoni made absolutely no mistake off the tee that time as well. He came on and really flipped the script, didn't he? And an end into this game that will be debated in the weeks to come, isn't it, Reshwan? As we take a look at our key stats, 7 tries and 3 conversions for the Soldiers, 6 tries and 4 conversions for Dinuan Vikramarachi's Sailors, and our Swiss Tech perfect play of the match, Nalaka Maduranga.
Indeed, what a high scoring affair. A total of 13 tries here at Panagoda as Sri Lanka Army register their first win of the season and handing Navy Sports Club yet another defeat. But they can keep their heads held up high as they put up a really fitting performance to really take this game up to that 80th minute. And coming up from the Maliban Inter-Club Rugby League, we move our action tomorrow to the Hill Capital as the big one awaits us at the Nittavala Rugby Stadium. Kandy Sports Club hosting the Reds CRNFC in a do-or-die battle and a massive game in the season, Nathan.
It's a game that has huge implications on the Maliban Inter-Club Rugby League in that title charge. Both teams have their names in the hat. CRNFC and Kandy Sports Club, the defending champions. What a game we're going to have tomorrow, and all that action live on Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare, as is the entire Maliban Inter-Club Rugby League. As we take a look at next week's fixtures, Army will make the trip to Colombo to take on the Cops. CRNFC will welcome Air Force Sports Club to Longdon Place, and Kandy Sports Club will welcome the Havies to Nittavala in another huge game in the title race, Reshwan. And then to close out the week on 18 January, we'll have the Sri Lions taking on CHNFC. So plenty of action, and we're really getting into the business end of the Maliban Inter-Club Rugby League, isn't it, Reshwan? Last couple of rounds of the first round. We'll be commencing the Super Round soon, and what a tournament it's been so far.
Indeed, brilliant. As we await more action coming up till we meet you tomorrow for the big one in the Hill Capital. It's goodbye from all of us here at Panagoda.
Drink Samahan daily to boost your immunity and stay healthy against prevailing health conditions. Samahan daily. Stay healthy.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මා ගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
වසංගකාරී වෙනුවෙන් අද්විතීය නිමාවෙන් විශ්වාසී ආරක්ෂාවෙන් අසමසම ස්මාර්ට් ඔප්ෂන් සමගින් 125cc බලයෙන් සියල්ලටම ඉහළින් TVS Raider 125 the full option bike.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මා ගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Keep pushing the limits. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
එතකොට මහත්තයාට උනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මා ගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Drink Samahan daily to boost your immunity and stay healthy against prevailing health conditions. Samahan daily. Stay healthy.
එතකොට මහත්තයාට උනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මා ගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
අසමසම ස්මාර්ට් ඔප්ෂන් සමගින් 125cc බලයෙන් සියල්ලටම ඉහළින් TVS Raider 125 the full option bike.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මා ගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මා ගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Keep sweating. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
අසමසම ස්මාර්ට් ඔප්ෂන් සමගින් 125cc බලයෙන් සියල්ලටම ඉහළින් TVS Raider 125 the full option bike.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
අසමසම ස්මාර්ට් ඔප්ෂන් සමගින් 125cc බලයෙන් සියල්ලටම ඉහළින් TVS Raider 125 the full option bike.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.